What is going on, guys? Welcome back in to another GTA 6 live stream. It is good to have everyone in here. There are so many people already in the chat, so it is good to have you guys in here. Let's get through some of the introductions. We got Jerry in here. These guys actually, I think, were from last night, let's be fair, but hopefully they're still floating around. We had Jerry, Chili, Elliot Plays, Oscar, Stoner Cat, Fatal NCG, Omar Mendez, Blind Fury, of course. I'm pretty sure he's down there right now. Oh no, I've caught up. That was pretty quick. And Kosha is still here. 10 minutes until, well, you know. G'day, mate. Welcome back. It's good to have you in here. T. Burton's floating around. We got Jamie as well in the chat. Boys, I hope everyone's doing good. Let's keep making our way down the list. We got Bobby Daniels in here. I think, actually, I've caught up. Is that everyone? Redemption's in here. Jiggles is still in here. Oh, not still in here. He just arrived. What am I talking about? Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Kosha says W extra 3 minutes to wait. I mean, you know, it's a bit earlier because I was going to start that 5-minute countdown at, you know, the hour mark and then make you guys wait that 5 minutes. But I was just sitting there and I'm like, I'm ready to go. I'm good to go. So there we go. Fellow Clippy, welcome on in. Every time I read that name, I read it as Fellow Chippy. I don't know what it is. You know, like a tradesman in Australia. I don't know where you're from in the world, but they're called chippies here. For, oh, what is it? Carpenter. That's the nickname for that one. Redemption says, how much wood could a wood? Crazy man. Leon, welcome on in, brother. Welcome on in. I think the game will be on pre-order next week or 1st of May. We got some news regarding that sort of stuff. So, Take-Two finally announced their earnings call, which is actually not the date we were all thinking. We thought it was going to be May 15th, just based on previous patterns on a Friday, was it? But instead, they're doing it on a Thursday, which is quite strange. But, you know, that kind of opens up another date for us with May 19th as a possible date. So I guess time will tell on that one. I think we're going to hear about pre-order information pretty soon, which is very exciting. Dark Mayhem, what's going on, brother? Bav, I'm stuck in your basement again. Boys, I had to fill the basement in with dirt, alright? I can't have anyone in there anymore. Sav said I'm going to get cancelled. Fox, what's good? Welcome in. Caden's in here. Hi, Bav and friends. Look at you. You're normal today. I'm joking. It's good to have you in here, man. Elliot, what's up, brother? T-Burton says, I know I'm the old one, but I couldn't finish Black Flag. It wasn't for me. I acknowledge it's good, but not for me. That's, you know, okay, in fairness, good job for knowing that it's not for you, I guess. That game, I love that game. I absolutely love that game. I think that is arguably one of my favorite Assassin's Creed games of all time. I think I'd probably put it up there as my favorite one. There were so many good memories on that one. But, oh, what do we got here? Kosha has become a member of the channel. Kosha, welcome on in. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. It's always good to see more people with the badges next to their names, so welcome on in. And, of course, thank you very much for your donations in that previous stream that we had. That meant a lot. And, you know, I haven't forgot about that. So I just want to say thank you once again for that. Leon says, at least you got the basement. I'm stuck in the attic. Oh, you guys. Having friends. It's not a 200s TV show. Back in the 200s, I don't even know if they had TVs, brother. I'll only be here a minute. I'm watching Shutter Island. That's fair enough. If you haven't watched that yet, you know, you should probably pay attention to that, Redemption. Kosha says, yo, what's up, Bav? I was here from the last stream, before the last stream. Don't you worry. I haven't forgotten. How could I forget you, Kosha? Fox says Kosha is rich. Well, not after the other stream, alright? Needs to rest. Mayhem says, Sav is beside me in the basement. He's kidnapping Will Mac next. Oh. Jiggle says, unfortunately, Redemption has made me mad in just 4 minutes. Damn, okay. Alright, we got beef already. Redemption had an L moment in the Discord. What do you do in the Discord? Oh, you guys are ganging up again on poor Redemption. Wait, I just seen May 12th. Where'd that go? I just scrolled a little bit and it disappeared. Fox says 12th of May already passed. Never mind, that was March. Dude, you're not the only one that confuses the M months. May and March, I get them confused all the time, and I really shouldn't. I really shouldn't be getting them confused, but I definitely do. Leon says, I gotta love the small streamers, always much more interactive. I try my best, man. You know, I'm still somewhat new to streaming, but you know, it's always good to try and reply to everyone's chats that they put in here. You know, it's difficult. When we had that stream the other day, I was struggling to keep up with them, but you know, it's always good. Redemption says, bro, I'm telling you, we're getting the release trailer on November 18th or 19th. I forget the date. That's insane. We're definitely not getting that. I think the release trailer, like the final official GTA 6 trailer, will be August. My personal predictions. Jiggle says, absolutely nobody can guess where I'm tuning in from. Surely the toilet. Kosha says, oh wait, no, it's been automatically transferred. Not transferred, translated. He said yes with an I, like yes with an I, but it auto-translated to yeast. That is so strange. Let's keep making our way down the list. Do you think it's odd that the earnings call is a week later than we thought? It leaves a whole week open for Trailer 3 and pre-orders, but it could also bring a delay. I don't think it means a delay. Oh, what do we got in here? Don Yaska Perry with a 50 already. Brother, the stream has barely begun. Welcome on in, man. Is that the first thing you put in the chat and it was a donation? That is insane. What's doing, legends? Dude, welcome on in. You did not have to do that. I don't even know what to say. We've been live for how long now? Like just under 10 minutes? Thank you so much, man. That's crazy. We're having a strong start to the stream. Thank you, guys. Dude, everyone, W's in the chat for him right now. That is insane. That is insane. Thank you very, very much. Oh, man. That is crazy. That caught me off guard. You know, that's new. Let's go up a little bit. Let's keep reading through the chats. Dude, thank you again. Caden says, yeah, I'm normal. I'm American. Of course the American says that. I love it. Nah, no, I love you, Caden. Alright, I love you. Alright, let's keep making our way through here. Back to Elliot Singh, sorry. About the earnings call. I don't think that means a delay. You know, that's all like their business side of things, right? You know, so I personally don't think it means a delay, but it does open up another week for potential trailer / pre-order drops. So, you know, that very well could happen on, what was it, the 19th now? When's their earnings call again? 21st. Yeah, so they have a Tuesday now open on the 19th, so potentially we could see something then. I'm still kind of going to run with May 5th, but, you know, I guess we'll find that out if I'm right or wrong in like 2 weeks' time. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think it's going to drop a little bit later in May, or does it change your expectations or anything like that? That'd be interesting to know. Kosha says, by the way, I don't know if it went through, but there should be 7 boosts in the Discord server now. I never look at that because that thing never goes up. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, right. You did too. Dude, thank you so much. What does that give us? I never really look at this stuff. We get more emojis. We get some more soundboard stuff. Server banner. We get the server banner. I'm excited for that. Kosha, thank you so much. Look at you. You are founding this business, I guess, you know? Thank you again. That is crazy. I didn't even notice that. There should be a notification for that, I reckon, to alert me, because a little while ago, Blood Rainer also gave boosts, and I had no idea for the longest time, man. But that is insane. Thank you guys for everything you do, contributing to, you know, the YouTube, the Discord as well. I appreciate it. Oscar says, Bav, why am I the only one stuck outside while everyone else enjoys the basement and attics, bruv? Oscar, trust me, you do not want to go into the basement. It is not safe down there. It is not safe. Fox says, Bav hasn't kidnapped me yet. Tuberculosis is in here. Bro, how long have you been live? Dude, I've been live for like 10 minutes, right? 10, 12 minutes. Dark Mayhem says, finally Bav can feed us down here. You guys are insane. Jiggles says, bro, I love Bav, but I could not imagine donating. I'm way too broke. Look, if you're broke, you know, you shouldn't be donating, all right? You should, you know, look after yourself, all right? Don't go doing that. So, you know, of course, it's always appreciated. Jiggles, you've been supporting the channel for the longest time. For those unfamiliar, Jiggles was the very first person to comment on one of my live streams. You know, my very first live stream that I'd done, it was GTA San Andreas, I believe, and he was the first one in there. So, got a little bit of a soft spot for him, but a lot of the time I do want to smash his head against the brick wall, but, you know, it's all out of love. All right, let's keep making our way down. What's Redemption doing? Is he trying to force people? Goodness me. Oh my god. Kosher. Kosher. Boys, the stream's just begun. You don't have to do that. He says, you know what? I'm challenging Don. Okay, we got a competition going on there. I'm not going to say no, alright? You know, I appreciate it. But that is insane. Thank you guys so much. Oh man, let's get some W's going again. Dude, I almost feel guilty. I don't think this stream has, you know, offered you guys anything in terms of like entertainment. You know, it's only just begun. I think a little bit later on in the stream, it would be pretty good to run some GTA GeoGuessr once again. I'm starting to enjoy that, you know, doing the versus mode so that we can all play together. I think that's good fun, but we'll save that for a little bit later. Leon says, you can set it up to say who's boosted, but not sure if you can make it into a notification. I just feel like it should be a default Discord notification, you know, like it just pops up. But I should actually look in to see who's boosted and who hasn't boosted, because, yeah, it's not something that always happens. Get fucked. Don just went for 100. Boys, what is going on? Even Kosher's shocked. I'm shocked. What is this? I don't even know what to say. Oh man. Looks like we are getting a camera pretty soon. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. I didn't expect that, alright? You don't have to do that, alright? Put your wallets away. Put them away. What do I like says, this is goated. Absolutely, this is goated. Shout out to the boys. Dude, I need to like... I don't even know what I need to do. I don't know, like engrave their names on my PlayStation or... No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. Kosher! Oh my god! Dude, I need to tell Bogan Babe about this. Kosher says, I will win this, dude. Don't even think about it. Babe. That is crazy. Holy shit. Alright, Bogan Baby is tuning in right now. Love you. This is crazy. Jerry says now all we need is Blood Rainer. No, Blood Rainer's done enough, alright? He has done enough. Fox says get that camera now. It's looking like it. It is really looking like it. Road to Leonidas says Bab's gonna pass out in a sec. Dude, I just opened my door and just like let Bogan Babe know, but she's tuning in. At least Bav isn't a big streamer because what the fuck, says Avian. I know, right? You know, when you go into those big streamers, Kaisenat and all that, and it's just donation after donation, my brother, I think they're good, you know? I think they're good. They don't even care. No, he hasn't. Don, no, you haven't. No, you haven't, Don. Oh my god. What is this stream? They're going back to back. They are going back to back. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys so much. Oh, Fury says Buggy Babe in the background. Woo! That is so funny. Vital Like says Buggy Babe eating good tonight. Let's hope so. Did you hear that, Fury? Or because she actually did. That is insane. No, no, no. Oh my god. Dude! He's still going! Bro's made more in 5 minutes than I make in a week. Dude, I don't even know what's going on, alright? Streaming's been dry lately. And then we're doing this? Boys, we need to get Blood Rainer in here. He needs to see this. I'm messaging him. Guys, thank you so much. Fox says we just started and Bav has raised enough for 1 million I said that wrong. 1 million dinners with Bogan Babe. I can't even speak. Buy the cam on live stream right now. No, I'll probably go in store and get that, you know? Just give us a treat in the basement. All right. With all these donations, I can afford $10 to go get you guys like a, I don't know, a rotisserie chicken and put that down in the basement for you. That is insane. Generic Jerry says, in the business of eating red meat. Let's go. I love that line from Strauss. Wow. All right. I got a message, Blood Rainer. There we go. All right, I've messaged him. Fatal NCG says, get ready to show your face, Bav. I guess so. You know what? I was thinking about this Sunday, which is like my free day. I should move my setup around and at least get it into the position that I want it in, because the current setup isn't that great. Oscar says, nah, you won. This stream is absolutely insane. Oscar, oh my goodness. Oscar's saying maybe another one. No, all right? Stop it right there. We need to ban these guys from chat. They need to save themselves, all right? Goodness me. Guys, thank you very, very much. There you go. Kosher says, is it a draw? Oh, man. All right, relax on that. Relax on that. I don't want to see any more. Let's just... I don't even know what to talk about in this stream. Boys, is there anything GTA 6 you want to talk about? Don says, happy to help, brother. Go get your camera. It's definitely looking that way. We can get the camera, get the lighting stuff that we wanted. And, yeah, facecam coming soon enough. Why do I like? No, stop. And Blind Fury, boys, stop it right now, all right? They've done enough. Don says, it's a draw. Exactly, it's a draw. Pack it up. What the heck? So many donations. Good morning, Bav. Luke, happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday. In Australia, at least, anyways. I'm pretty sure you're Australian. I can't remember. I can't keep up with everyone. There's another Luke that I reckon I know. But anyways, it's the 24th right now for me. So happy birthday, Luke. Everyone, get around Luke right now. Bassett, welcome on in. Yo, what's up? Guess my theory was wrong, gang. What was Bassett's prediction for that? Let's actually open that up. I'm going to open it up on stream. We can have a quick little look-see. Oscar says, at this point, you can buy GTA 6 just by doing this, can't you? Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Don says, Perth, WA. The auto-translate thing is so inaccurate sometimes. It just says Perth of for the translation, but you said Perth, WA. Jiggle says, oh no, they muted me, didn't they? I don't know what you're talking about. Fox, no. Stop teasing them, all right? Let's... Everyone, see, there we go. Happy birthday to Luke. We've got it all in there. Imagine if I am wrong, but I have been writing it down. Luke's in the same state as you. I thought it was that one. I thought it was the same Luke. See, I'm so dumb. I feel like I ask you every time, are you Australian? Every single time without failure. But we were in a voice call with Sav on his stream, and we all seen... sorry, not we all seen. That's when I heard the accent. I'm like, all right, he's Australian. But there we go. Happy birthday to Lukey. All right, let's pull this little thing up. Not that one, this one here. So let's have a look over it on April. This is what we've got set up. Luke was wrong. Let's go get... Luke has done another prediction since, but let's go get a pen, or paintbrush, sorry. Let's start marking them off. All right, that is horrible. Drop that down there, hardness. Luke was wrong. It is the 24th now, so that one's wrong. EC does it. We're not sure yet, all right? So we'll come back to that one because Copium stream begins tomorrow for a lot of you guys because it'll be Thursday. It is Friday for me, but we'll be waiting for that one. And then we've got the May stuff. So here's my little scribbles from earlier in a previous stream. I had the green one as the earnings call, but that's obviously not the earnings call anymore. So let's go ahead and we'll just erase that. Whoops. We will erase all of that. That's gone. Now, we can mark this one as a Friday. And this one, change the color over. Give me a green. Because the earnings call is on the 21st. Alright? So now we've got 2 more days in there where they could potentially drop something. This list has gotten so ugly right now. But it's kind of cute, you know? It looks good. I'm still rocking with May 5th, personally. Like, I'm just in here. Should I make mine yellow? I gotta stand out. Gotta make myself feel special. So there's mine. Sav's in here. He's got May 12th. I do need to check him since we heard about the earnings call changing. So it could very well be different. Luke says, did you see the Assassin's Creed remake trailer? Absolutely I did, Luke. Dare I say, I think Assassin's Creed Black Flag is probably my favorite Assassin's Creed. I definitely love the Ezio trilogy. I think number 2 was really good. But I think Black Flag was my favorite Assassin's Creed. It was just at a good time, you know? It was the same year as GTA 5. I was loving gaming then. And me and my friend in real life, me and him were just so pumped up for that thing. This was when we were back in school. I think we were 13, 14, something like that. Children that would run around with hoodies on and put rulers inside of our sleeves to be assassins. Absolute nerds, right? Absolute nerds. You would pick on me. 100%. Surprisingly, that didn't happen. You know? That's funny. But, man, I'm very keen for that game. I'm very keen for that game. I'm pretty sure he played it on the Wii. On the Wii U. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that's what he played it on. Because I remember going to his house and he did have a Wii U. I remember going there one time and playing Black Ops 2, I think it was. And he had a Wii controller out. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is this? But I love that game so much. So I'm very, very excited for the remake of that one. Kosha says, yo, Bav, how do you think Rockstar will handle balancing the goofiness and funny moments of the GTA games and balance that with the seriousness from Red Dead Redemption 2? I'm going to be very impressed if they mix it. Me too. I think it's going to be very interesting. You know, they've shown that they can have serious moments in GTA 4. GTA 5 kind of went that funny kind of route, but with Red Dead 2 it was back to like a more serious tone. I think a lot of people, whether they're GTA fans or not, all praise Red Dead 2 for having a really good, deep, emotional story. So I think that they're going to kind of lean that way, but not too crazy. I think we'll definitely see some funny sides to the game. Like we did see, you know, within the trailer. Like, let's pull up the footage right here. It's at the end of this one. Cal, I reckon we're definitely going to see a lot of funny moments with Cal where, you know, it kind of just, it relaxes the story a little bit and it's not as serious and all that. So I definitely think we're going to have some funny moments in there, but I think for me, I think it's going to lean more funny than it will serious, but I hope that it goes more serious with the story. And it kind of, you know, it's a balance of both, and we won't really know until May, because, you know, they can show us trailers all they want. That's from specific moments at, you know, specific points in the game, but I don't think we're really going to know. I personally am leaning towards more serious story, and that's a decent poll to actually start up. Let's go. GTA 6's story should be funny like GTA 5. Watch people disagree and be like, GTA 5 wasn't even funny. Serious like GTA 4 / Red Dead Redemption 2. Alright, I want to chuck that poll in there, see what you guys think, because I personally want a bit more of a serious story. Alright, let's keep scrolling up. God, there's so many of you guys in here as well. We got 71 people in here. 77, it's just going up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. It's just a regular stream for me, you know? The average for me on these streams, which is Friday for me, Thursday night for a lot of you guys, it's normally like 30 people would pull up, but there are so many more people in here, so I do feel guilty if I'm skipping over a lot of comments. I'm trying my best, but there are times where I'm definitely going to miss them. Otherwise, we're going to be reading chat for the longest time ever. Trippy Bolin, welcome on in. When are we getting the Bav and Sav podcast? Well, I don't know. Me and Sav definitely want to do a collab at some point, but it's just kind of finding the right opportunity that works for both of us. You know, finding the right idea, then finding the right times for both of us. We do chat all the time. Blood Rain has finally joined. Welcome on in, brother. Look what you've missed out on. There we go. Welcome on in, man. The stream just went absolutely crazy and the chat were asking for you. But good to have you in here, man. Good to have you in here. Blood Rain is also very excited for Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I am super pumped for it. I wonder if they're going to do the little multiplayer mode that they had in there. I personally hope not, because I didn't really enjoy that, but I guess we'll find out. Kosha says, gotta go funny, bro. I like a good laugh. I thought you were leaving for a second, to be honest. I completely forgot about the poll. I do like a good laugh as well. I hope it is a balance. I probably should have put that in as an option as well, but, you know, for the most part, let's assume that everyone does want it a bit balanced. You know, you want the best of both worlds, but which way would you prefer it to lean more so? Let's scroll up. Dimon Sinti, welcome on in. I'm kind of disappointed that the 300 million water physics is not true. Well, I guess, you know, anything to do with the money and stuff like that, it is all just rumors, you know? We won't really know until Rockstar come out and actually say it, so whatever you see on the internet, don't believe it straight away. Nox, what's going on, brother? Welcome on in. I guess I was just interested in other games. Did you say something before that? Sorry. I've never played an Assassin's Creed game. There we go. Assassin's Creed back in the day was really good. You know, I think for me personally, going from AC1 up until Assassin's Creed Origins, that's probably where I'd finish my Assassin's Creed run. You know, after that, it was just downhill for me. I didn't mind Origins going like a little bit RPG. I didn't mind it. It was okay. It wasn't too like in your face personally. But then with the next one, Odyssey, I just hated that. You know, you completely lost what an assassin is, and they introduced the two characters that are both. I'm thinking of Valhalla now with the two protagonists being canon because they don't know which gender it was meant to be or something like that. But in Odyssey, I just didn't like the direction they went with that. It was way too far away from what an Assassin's Creed game is meant to be, but a lot of people love that game. So then they went again with Valhalla, and I was very excited for Valhalla because I was watching Vikings at the time, like, sweet, a Viking assassin, it's going to be great. And then I just couldn't get into, you know, the no mocap scenes. Like, there's no motion capture. The voice actors, a lot of people loved. I personally hated it. I did not like the male Eivor for that. I thought he did not sound the way I wanted him to, so I just couldn't get around it. But what was after Valhalla? What was that one? It wasn't Shadows, was it? I feel like there was a game in between. Unless I'm tripping. If it does go straight to Shadows. Shadows was okay. It was a return to form for the most part. But there was still so many elements of it that were lacking. And the story, they did not wrap that up in a pretty bow. They half-baked the story. They get to the end and it's like, oh, cliffhanger, you don't know what's going to happen. And if you want to find out, buy the DLC. That pissed me off so much, so I didn't return for the DLC and I have no idea what the conclusion of that story really is. Don says, can you shout out to Quality RP 2.0 coming BK? Stronger in 2 weeks. Hopefully I got that right. Shout out to Quality RP. And Leon has become a channel member. Welcome in, brother. Welcome in. It is good to have you in here. Don, you just let me know if I need to run that back, alright? Caden says, I left for a few minutes and $450 was donated. Holy balls. I know. It was crazy. It was crazy, and I can't thank the boys enough. Oh, and Don's just dropped in 5 gifted memberships. Let's see who they went to. Luke was given one for his birthday. Let's go. Jiggles got one. And why do I like the boys? The boys. And Caden actually received one as well. Finally. There you go. And Trippy Bolin, he was just in here. Boys, all those gifts just actually went to people that are actually watching the stream. Normally it goes to completely random people, and I hate that about YouTube, but Don, thank you very much for that, brother. I'm so happy they went to people that do show up. And Mel the Bear is in here. Oh, the AI bot. Mel, why do you harass me all the time? What's Mel said this time? That's a big word. Theoretically, I can say that in my head. I cannot say that out loud. You've done yourself a disservice, which has to be repaid genre. Mel, what does that even mean? I get you're a bot, but sometimes you make 0 sense. No, a lot of the time you make 0 sense. It's so strange. For those who don't know, Mel the Bear appears to be a bot that just keeps joining the streams and dropping the most random things. It's kind of funny having him in here, but like at the same time, get that clanker out of here, you know what I mean? Door Streaming, welcome on in. People say Trailer 3 is going to come in July or August as part of the summer marketing, but we all know Trailer 3 is not part of the summer marketing. Rockstar don't operate like that. Coming in May. I personally think it's coming in May as well. We've spoken about this. You know, I feel like a broken record sometimes because, you know, I'm doing a lot of these streams this week. But for GTA 5, Trailer 3 came out in early May. And then it was the official gameplay trailer in July. Then it was the online trailer in August and late August as well. So 2 trailers in August was the official GTA 5 trailer. So I'm pretty sure that is kind of how they might go with GTA 6. I could very well be wrong, and you know, that was a long time ago. They could definitely be doing something different, but that's kind of what I'm going with. Bassett says the 21 post on Insta and 21st date theory. Remember, so many theories, man. I kind of do want to make a video going back on all of the crazy theories that we had in this community. Not to be like, you know, it's coming out on this date, but more so to like look back and explain what each type of theory was, like the 27 theory, the moon theory. I think it'd be good to just chat about them, you know, look back and see how crazy the community was. Horror movie lover, welcome on in. What news do you think we'll get in May? I personally am hoping for pre-orders to be announced so you can see the different collector's editions, hopefully. And yeah, pair that with the trailer 3. I'd be happy with that. Alright, let's scroll up a little bit. Nox says, I think it might be a bit too late for me to play Assassin's Creed now, given how terrible Ubisoft has gotten when it comes to their scummy business practices, especially with physical games. I agree with you 100%, Nox. I do not like what they've done with The Crew. I love that game, actually. I love The Crew. I was so surprised by how big that map was, man. One of my, you know, fondest video game memories is on that game. Me and one of my friends, we decided to do a race, and it was going from New York to the Mexican border on the west coast, so all the way down there. So it was coast to coast, basically. And we started the race, and we were together for, you know, probably like 10 minutes or so. And then I accidentally went off-road, and I'm like, all right, well, I can't just turn around. I have to keep going with this. So I continued my trip off-road. He stayed on the roads, and we were separate for a long time. I feel like at a point I was going through the Grand Canyon. Could be wrong, you know, I have no idea. But we were separated for like 20 minutes straight. And then just at the end, like 5 minutes to go, I could see him on the map, like we we're getting closer and closer to each other. And then we actually did like link up again, and it was just crazy. It was like cinematic, man. I wish I had that recorded, but you know, I was not that smart back then, so the recording just stays in my head, basically. And you know, you never get to replay that because they took it away from us. Blind Fury says, bit of lore of why I'm excited for Resynced, because it was one of the few games I bonded with my stepbrother, and that was always a hard task to do. There you go. I think, you know, sometimes it's not even about if the game is good or not. It's about the memories associated with them. Like, when I say GTA 5 is my favorite game, doesn't mean it's the best game I've ever played. It just means I've got so many good memories on there. And same thing goes for Assassin's Creed. Maybe it's not even that good, but I just had so many good memories on that game. Like, me and my friends so hyped up for it. You know, this goes back to when I was in school. I was drawing pictures of Edward Kenway before the game had even come out, you know, getting hyped up for it, going over to my friend's house, playing it at his house, and then riding my bike back to mine to play it, talking about the Man of War, stuff like that. I think that sort of stuff as well plays heavily into why video games are good in your own respective opinion, you know? Psyched Fout, I think that's how we say it. What are your hopes for the antagonist of GTA 6? I think my hopes for an antagonist is, you know, go back to the dude in GTA 4. I can't remember his name, but GTA 5's villains, I guess you could say, they were not that good. I would like it to be a big plot twist sort of thing. Whereas in GTA 5, it was kind of the final mission. It was horrible. It was just go here, kill them. This one goes here, kill them. You know, cleaning up all those loose ends. But I think it would be much better if you slowly see this villain reveal itself over time, and then you just start to grow resentment towards them. I think that would be really good. In Red Dead Redemption 2, I guess we all knew that Dutch was going to be the villain, you know, unless you didn't play the first one. But, you know, you like Dutch at the beginning. He wasn't too bad. You can kind of see he's a bit crazy, and then it kind of progresses over time, like, oh, he's he's a really bad person. And even the same thing with Micah. Like, you didn't like him in the beginning, but it just continued to build up until the final mission. So I think something like that, a bit of a build up in there. I think I just seen Fox is heading off. Take care, Fox. Dude, there's so many people in here. Drew says, also, welcome in, Drew. I don't know if I welcomed you in, brother. I put my foot down, and I'm thinking Trailer 3 will release in May. I think it's going to release in May as well. Don says, May, June. I feel it in my bones. Let's hope it's May, personally. Drop something in May, and then GTA Online Update Part 2 for the mansions will come out in either June or July. And then, you know what, maybe the mansions Update Part 2 can come out in June. Another trailer in July, August, another trailer, and, you know, it's just full steam ahead. I think that'd be good. Best moments do tend to not record. I know, right? I know. Kosha says, Bav, I don't know if you play indie horror, but I just finished Hello Neighbor 1, and I've never been so relieved to finish a game. It was so hard. Was it fun, though? And was it good? Because I have always looked at Hello Neighbor. I just didn't know if it would be my type of game, to be honest. Might actually have a quick peek on Steam, see how much that is. I am an absolute sucker for Steam sales. If I see something good on there, I put it on the wish list, or I'll end up buying it, and I still haven't played it. Hello Neighbor's like $43. Look, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Also, I got a key to play Samson, which if I do activate it, I would have to play it on stream so that, you know, I make the content for it, since it was sent to me. But I don't know, a lot of people don't like that game, so I'm not too sure if I want to redeem the key, because if I do that, it kind of locks me into do a stream, and if it's not really that good, I kind of don't want to stream it. But what are some other games on my list that I've got? I've got Crimson Desert, that shout out to Blood Rainer, he ended up gifting me that, which, you know, I can't thank him enough for that. That was a game that I really, really do want. But I've been hesitant to try it, but I've added that to my library. I've just got to install that. I think I might even end up playing a little bit of that this weekend. But obviously, this week in general, I've been so busy. We got the docked demo on there, Dying Light. Heavy Rain, that's another game I do want to try. Hitman, World of Assassination, I did want to play that before I played the 007 game that's coming out. Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 and 2. Mass Effect, Max Payne. Sifu, so many games on here that I've just purchased and not done anything with. Sleeping Dogs as well. The Witcher 3. I got a lot to get through. Door Streaming says, do you think Rockstar will make single player DLC or expansion this time around? Tez said it would have DLC back in 2023. Things could have changed, but what do you think? Do you think they will? I hope that they do. I really do. I made a video somewhat recent talking about the cancelled DLCs for GTA 5, and it's sad how many cool things they got rid of. If you guys haven't seen that video, really do recommend that. Am I only recommending it because it's my video? Probably. But no, I really enjoyed that game, and sorry, that video. But I kind of do see why they didn't go that route with making it. Part of me wants to say they will, but I think their focus this time around is definitely going to be GTA Online again, to be completely honest with you. Here's the video here. I probably should change the thumbnail. Maybe that's what's holding it back, because I think this video is really well made. It's called the cancelled GTA 5 Story Mode DLC. If anyone wants to go check that out at some point after the stream or whatever, I personally love that video. Jerry says, will you do a face reveal as soon as you get the camera, or will you wait a while? I want to make sure I'm, you know, experienced with it. I will probably run some tests here and there to make sure I've got everything running the right way before I do go live. Because, you know, once we go live, that's it. There's no going back. Don says 5M server for GTA 6 is what I'm waiting to invest in. I'm excited to see how they handle that on console, to be honest, because, you know, all the 5M servers right now, they're made on a PC, so it'll be interesting to see how they do it on console until the PC version eventually does come out. Alright, let's keep making our way down the list. Kosha says, bro, someone was talking to a Rockstar employee, and they were talking, but when the guy asked, can I say something? And the employee said, you may. People were actually in the comments saying may. That's so funny. Blood Rainer says, Crimson Desert just got a massive update yesterday. See, even more reason to get into it. Even more reason. I definitely just butchered myself with how many streams I'm doing this week, but we're having fun with them. So as soon as I can get some actual free time, I definitely want to sit down and play it. I should move a couch into this setup when I do move it around, because we do have one in the spare room, just a little two-seater. Because I'd love to play a game sitting down again. Like laying back, you know? T-Burton says, Sav, I fat-fingered the buttons. Is Sav floating around in here? Is that what he's doing? Or are you calling me... I think you're probably calling me Sav, aren't you? Fury says, Bav, please play Heavy Rain. It's good. Siri, no one's talking to you. I refuse to change what I call you, Blind Fury. Alright, there we go. I said it somewhat differently. Yeah, I've installed Heavy Rain, and I do plan on playing it. Luke says it as well. You haven't played it? No, I haven't played it yet, but I heard it's got a really, really good story, and that's what I want. I want good stories in video games, even if they're short. I just want some real nice, you know, maybe a bit of an emotional story, you know, one that I can connect to. I actually have Hitman World of Assassination. It's hopefully going to be good. A lot of people talk pretty highly of that. That is just sitting in the library right now. I haven't got a chance to play it just yet, but there are so many games, man. There are so many games. I think the plan is to try and get stuck in a Crimson Desert as much as I can, because you know Blood Rain is still going on with that, and he plays it so much. But I want to get through that, then the 007 game, and then Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 and 2. I think those ones are next on my list. Fox says, Bav is going to take the fastest break ever. I need a break? I think we're going all right. You know, we're only at 40 minutes into the stream, roughly. Real ones, remember when it was just called Hitman 3? Wink, wink. Was it really? There you go. You know what? GTA 6 story should be face reveal of Bav. It's going to be funny when I am on the face cam, because, you know, sometimes I'm sitting with very poor posture. You know, I'm just chilling in here. So now I've got to be mindful of that. Joe Mama says, if they don't give us single player DLC, they should at least give us... they should at least give off the added content from online into single player. New guns, cars, and the like will help single player feel less abandoned. It would be good if they started, you know, all their single player stuff... all their online stuff they moved into story mode, but they done that with GTA 5, but they stopped at some point. I think the reasoning behind it could be very well wrong here, but I think the reasoning behind it is GTA 5 story mode takes place in 2013. If they keep updating it with content coming out in online, then at some point you're going to start introducing vehicles and whatnot that are beyond 2013, you know, so it wouldn't make sense if they put the Deluxo into GTA Online. Deluxo is probably a poor example, but you know, like the new Bugatti Veyrons and stuff like that. All of the new vehicles that were made post 2013, it just wouldn't make sense to have in a game from 2013. It's kind of like, when I think about this, people say that, I don't know if you guys remember this actually, this has gone back some time. GTA 6 was rumored to be a game that takes place in the 80s. Again, people thought that's how they were going to do it. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. But when it comes to the online, they're pretty restricted with what they can do and like update into the game, because they have to keep it within that same time frame, or it just breaks that level of immersion and realism and all that. But people just didn't understand that. But that's kind of what they are doing with, you know, GTA 5 and online. You know, they can update online because it's moving forward with our current time. So they can add stupid things, including the jetpacks, even though they make no sense whatsoever. But for the story mode, they stopped updating it at a certain point. I think it was to do with keeping the time zone, all the same. T. Burton says, I want to see you and Bav play Drive Beyond Horizons instead of you saying and Sav. I think I remember, was it you that said that? Drive Beyond Horizons, because I ended up searching it up. I think it was said on one of Sav streams, and then I was on my phone, so I closed off the stream and then went on to like search up that video of a trailer of that. And it doesn't look too bad, actually. Blood Rainer says Tesla's Cybertruck in GTA 6 for sure. Let's hope so. I think it would be stupid of them not to. I actually made a short about that quite some time ago. I'm going to see if I can find it. Alright, I found it. Easy enough to search for. So at some point, I was making videos about vehicles we need to see in GTA Online, even though I'd probably prefer this for GTA 6. Definitely doesn't need the audio. But look at that. How nice does that look? And surprisingly, it was actually a lot of fun to drive in-game. Like, this was added in with mods and all that, and it's law-friendly as well. It's called the Savannah in this. The Coil Savannah. But I love it. And I kind of do hope that they have it in there. It would be a missed opportunity if they didn't, right? Because it's such like a big point of culture. Does that make any sense? I don't think that makes any sense. But like, you know, think of The Boys. They included it in The Boys. So I think it'll be in there. Nox says, Tesla Cybertruck, you mean free RPG target? Yeah, Hitman World of Assassination is Hitman 2016, 2, and 3, all in one game. Oh, okay. Alright, so I did download the right one, because that comes in a 3-in-1 package. I like that. If you play all these games, GTA 6 will release ASAP. Exactly. You know, fill your time in between now and then with video games. Or TV shows. That's what I did with Cyberpunk. I think I only got like 80 hours out of Cyberpunk. Let me have a look. 74.5 hours on Cyberpunk is what I completed. And that game took me so long. I'd play it like pretty much every night or every second night or so. You know, a couple hours here and there. I was very immersed into that. So I just want to play some more games, man. That's all I want to do. I just need to find the time to do it. Making a Tesla Cybertruck is like taking a random pickup truck and reducing the polygons. Exactly, exactly. So it should be pretty easy to add into the game, right? Kosha says, Bav, have you played the Arkham trilogy? If not, do so. It's so peak. I definitely do need to play that. It does look really nice. I don't know, maybe it's because I was a big Marvel fan back in the day. I never really cared too much about any DC media, video games, movies, shows, nothing. But I'm kind of liking what they're doing at the moment, which is crazy because I think a lot of people aren't liking what they're doing. But no, I do need to play those games. They do look like a lot of fun. Dan reportedly got rejected on all of these scripts for GTA 6 being set in the past, and then he got fed up. I don't think we know 100% what the scripts were actually about, right? It's all just rumors, so no one really knows. But he just got fed up and kind of gave up, and they settled on modern day. Well, modern day makes the most sense in terms of like versatility. You know, you can introduce new vehicles, new weapons, and it'll make sense. But you would heavily restrict yourself if you do another game set in the past. You know, GTA 1, GTA 3, San Andreas, and Vice City, they were all set in previous time zones. Like, GTA San Andreas, that took place in the 90s. That game came out in 2000, was it 4 or 6? I can't quite remember, but that was an older game. Vice City, that came out, I think that one was 04, unless I'm getting these all mistaken. That took place in the 80s. So again, a few decades before the actual game came out. And GTA 3 was set in the 2000s, and that did come out in the 2000s, right? So I think that was like the only present day game. Could be wrong. Fury says, I fill all my time with hot GTA YouTubers and it passes the time. Oh, I love it. Burnt Bridges says, Jetpack is a GTA classic. It's the other future stuff that is lame. I agree. No, I agree with that. There was a time in GTA 5 where no one knew about the jetpack and there were so many theories and speculation. You remember when there were photos on the internet and people were like, dude, someone figured a way to get the jetpack. This was before people could go through the PC files, so people believed it. And now no one's going to believe shit because of AI and all that. But yeah, I think the jetpack definitely deserves to be in the games. It's just a GTA icon at this point. And I think that the railgun kind of deserves that same iconic fame that the jetpack has now. You know, it's only been in one game, but I feel like the rail launcher, is that what it's called? Railgun should be in GTA 6 personally. Kosha says, wait, since they can't use the exact brand, they should call it the Chisel Truck because it looks like a chiseled gem looking thing. That is so funny. That's actually not a bad name with that. They should call it the Chisel Truck. How many hours do you have on total on GTA 5? I have about 550 hours. Oscar, on PC, I've got, let's have a look, 412 hours on the PC. But if you head over to console and you count those ones up, I think I'm sitting at around 7,000 to 8,000 hours in total across all my platforms. Razor, first up, welcome on in. Oh my god, there's no need for me to donate today. Welcome on in, brother. The dono train began without you. It was insane. And that was like 10 minutes into the stream as well, brother. It was insane. T-Burton says, I gotta hop off here, guys. Hope you have a great night. Dude, take care. Thank you very much for tuning in. I think only like a smallish stream today. Maybe a couple hours. You know, we're only at the 50-minute mark, but I think we'll go for about maybe 2 hours. We'll see how we go for 3. But anyways, take care, T-Burton. Blood Rainer says, we already have legit jetpacks in 2026, so Mark II Oppressor is next in, say, 5 to 10 years. Well, they've got flying cars in China. Didn't Speed fly one of those? Or he was at least passenger in one? Blood Rainer says, go ahead anyways, mate. Oh, make him weak in the knees and finish him off. No one needs to donate, alright? I appreciate everyone. You know what? I should turn the ads off for this stream so that no one gets bombarded with them, but I think YouTube still plays them anyways. 7,000 hours, that's crazy, mate. I know that's pretty crazy, but you know, GTA, when that first came out, I played that a lot on the 360, and then the Xbox One, which is where it started tracking my hours. So 360, who really knows? But I do know that one of my longest GTA Online sessions was 17 hours straight, which is just crazy to think about. I played that game so much. Bav coming up on that 60k mark. We are getting there. It's slowly getting there. It is good finally seeing that number move because it felt like that was stuck for a little bit there. Blood Rainer says 24 hours? 24 hours what? 24 hour stream? I don't think so. I'm not built like you, alright? I don't think I could do it. Remember there was that one time I tried to do it and what did I back out at? I think it was like 8 hours. I couldn't do it. But when, what game is it? I was talking with Redemption with this. But when the James Bond game comes out, I'm thinking if it is less than 12 hours to complete that story, I may as well play it all on one stream. And for those who don't know, YouTube archives the footage after 12 hours. So if you want to save all of that footage at the 12-hour mark or just a little bit earlier, you should end your stream and start a new one so that it doesn't delete all that footage. But yeah, if that new 007 game First Light is, you know, within 12 hours, I might be able to do it one stream. Kosha says, all right, Bav, I'm gonna head out. Enjoy the donations. Dude, thank you so much again for everything that you have done. I did not expect that, and I can't thank you enough, brother. So thank you, and take care, man. I'll see you in the next one. Jiggle says, anyways, Bav, how are you? I'm good, man. I'm good. Luke says, 17? Mine is 9. Yeah, it's crazy. I got it up on the previous stream that we done last night or yesterday. I got the stats up on screen and I showed everyone that it was 17 hours. I should take a screenshot and I'll put it in the Discord next time I'm on. But I'm not even exaggerating. 17 hours was my longest single session. 6, welcome on in. You think we'll get the jetpack or a reference to it in the GTA 6, given its significance to the Chiliad theories, or even the Deluxo given it first appeared in Vice City? I hope that the Deluxo does appear. I just hope it doesn't fly. I just hope it's a regular old Deluxo. That's it. I'll be happy with that. Bassett says, man, read my comment. Where's your comment? Do you know that Dan Houser once said that we had to change GTA 6's story 3 times because it was too dark? I've heard of all of these rumors, but I don't think I've heard that come straight from his mouth. And it's no surprise that the story does change more than 3 times. That story would change thousands of times, you know, minor changes every single day, you know, and that's kind of how it goes. Even like when I'm writing my scripts for my videos, I'll change a small little thing. I'll be like, that doesn't sound nice, I'll change it. And then, you know, by the time you're finished, you've made, you know, hundreds of changes, if not thousands of changes. I'm exaggerating for my own script, but like for a video game that could have like 80 hours of content packed into it, I would have no surprises that that thing has been altered thousands of times. But in terms of like the massive, you know, whole narrative, you know, as a whole, it would definitely have went through some changes. You know, you'd put out an idea, I'm like, oh, what if we do this? I don't know about that. Or they'll come up with one and it's like, what if we do this? And I'm like, okay, let's see what that looks like. They'd sit down, get their whiteboard out, they'd start to plot it out and be like, yeah, this is good, this is good. Let's draw up some concept art maybe. They draw it and like, I don't know. I don't think this is it. I don't think this is a winning idea. So it's back to the drawing board, you know? So even though all that stuff is rumors, it doesn't surprise me but that those things have changed. Dotes, welcome on in. Howdy, y'all. YouTube does split screen pick mode for live stream ads now. Yeah, I know. I'm so sick of them. I am so sick of them, so I do apologize. If you have that running right now, you probably can't even hear me. No, I agree. I am so sick of them as well. But if anyone is listening and wants to get around ads, right, this is what I do personally. If you're on a mobile device like phone, swipe down on the stream and then click shorts and then click back to the stream. Just go back and forth a couple times and it will skip the ad. I shouldn't be telling people that, but there you go. Razor says, please Rockstar, give me the 900R and my life is yours. I wonder if they will release the 900R. It is a very popular car. You know, people loved it when it came out, but I wonder if they will, you know, be doing those Benny's type of modifications or they'll skip over them. Razor says, bro, I got 10,000 hours. That's insane. A jetpack is a type of futuristic thing I want in GTA 6, not an oppressor. Fair enough. I have 12,000 hours on Minecraft from PS4 and 5 altogether. That is insane, Drew. Drew, you're in the Discord server, right? If you are, I'm pretty sure you are. I need to see some pictures of your Minecraft world. Drop them in the gaming chat. I need to see them. Maybe we can find a destroyed Deluxo somewhere in Leonida. Would be cool to reference 5, Vice City, and Back to the Future. It would be pretty sick. I can't lie. Oscar says, I knew it. You work at Rockstar. I wish. I have applied there before. Elliot says, I'm wondering why you're still sticking with May 5th. The earnings call is later than we thought. If they do 19th or 12th, the hype will be up. Yes, I'm copying what Sav says. That's fair enough, you know. It does make complete sense. They might even do it on the 19th, but for right now, I kind of still want to lock in May 5th. I think it's quite possibly a bit too soon, but I don't want to be that guy that keeps changing their predictions, you know, just to hopefully get it right. You know, I want to pick a date and stick with it. And then even if there's a bit of doubt there, I still want to ride with it. I don't want to keep switching up. Thank you for reading my comment. No worries. I try not to miss them. But if you guys do drop anything and I do miss it, just type it again or let me know, and I guess I can scroll up. Sometimes I won't be able to find it, but if I do miss it, don't feel bad if you post it again. Like, I'm not going to consider that spam or anything like that. Midnight Vice has come through with a $4.99. My man. He says, this is nothing compared to the other donos, but I still wanted to contribute. To be fair, I also think it'll be May 5th. Let's go with the May 5th. And also, this don't worry about it not comparing to other donations. I am very fortunate. It doesn't matter, you know, how big or small the donation is. I just want to say thank you, all right? I'm appreciative of all of them. You know, you are opening your wallet, essentially. So, you know, thank you very much, brother. I really appreciate that one. And yeah, I want to stick with May 5th as well, because I don't want to keep changing my predictions. You know, it's a bit more fun when you lock something in and you can't change it, you know? For example, boys, let's pull this up. Here's what we've been working on. It's very ugly. And I'm just going to give up on saying that I'm going to make it look pretty, because I still haven't. But here's all the predictions. Mine's the yellow one on May 5th. But we got a lot of people on May 5th, May 12th. Who was talking about Sav just earlier? Did he end up changing his prediction, or is he still going with the 12th? Because that'll be interesting to know. God, so many people in here. So many people. Here's the little breakdown for anyone that is, you know, curious about what I'm doing here. Tuesdays and Fridays, typically the days Rockstar post. The blue circle, I guess that doesn't really matter too much anymore. But the green one is when the earnings call is beginning. So we could potentially get something on the 19th. I am personally still rocking with May 5th. Because that's kind of what I originally predicted, and I want to stick with it. Shelly Hunt, welcome on in. I'm going to say that the trailer 3 is coming out May 26th. Okay. You know, you got some people in there. You got Tordai Geek, Rose In, Jiggles, Razor, Jerry, and Vinewood Motors all predicting May 26th as well. So you are not alone on that one. Drew says May 5th. We are so back. We're going to find out, brother. We are going to find out. Jiggles says, did I mention I got home safely? Well, you did now. I'm glad you got home safely, brother. Leon says, the most played game is DayZ. My most played game is DayZ. I'm over 3,000 hours in that game. That is crazy. I used to play a lot of multiplayer games back in the day. You know, like the Call of Duties. Every year I'd get the new one. There was a moment where I went through a bit of Fortnite and some Battlefield 2, but, you know, playing multiplayer games all the time, maybe as I have gotten older, I feel like I'm not getting anything out of those games. Like Battlefield 6, I was so pumped for that, and I played a lot of that, and then it reached a point where I'm like, I'm not really getting anything out of this game, like in terms of value. I'm just racking up a really good kill streak thingo leaderboard, but I don't know, you just fall into that loop, and I'm like, I don't know about this. I'm kind of leaning more towards story mode games these days. Jamie says, I've got about 8,000 or so hours. Rockstar's counter isn't the most accurate, and neither is PSN's, but I'm up there. Any day ones here. Let's go. Don says, what specs do I look for GTA 6 on PC to be ready for modding? Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I'm not that familiar with PC specs, to be honest with you. If you wanted to know about my PC specs, I would genuinely have to pull up the little thing where I've got it written down so I could tell you what I've got in the thing. I think I'm running a 4060 RTX. I think that's probably the best I could give you, because I'm just not that smart with it. I got a pre-built. I know. Try not to miss people's comments. There's just so many in here. Do you want each weapon to have a specific weight so your loadout matters more? Ooh, kind of, actually. I'm 50-50 on that, Luke, because part of me does want to be able to carry as many weapons as I possibly can, just because I love being able to, you know, whip out an RPG, change over to my pistol, change over to an assault rifle, then pull out a sniper. I like that unrealistic thing. It's, you know, it's arcadey, but I do like that. Alright, I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom. If I've missed anything, just comment it again and we'll get around to it. Oscar says, my plan for the future is to buy a new graphics card or laptop, then play GTA 4 for 1,000 hours just to be Dark Viper AU spitting out lore and stuff. There you go. Is that how many hours he's got in GTA 4? Only 1,000. I thought he'd have more than that. Drew says, May 5th, we are so back. Luke says, what if they removed tracking missiles in GTA 6 and there was only manual tracking? You know what, Luke? I think I can get around that. Manual tracking would be pretty good. You know, there was a point in time where I'm like, it needs to have auto tracking to be able to take down jets and stuff. But manual tracking might not be too bad. Maybe. Razor says, I feel like the Benny's vehicles may just be standard customization on cars and we'll finally get customizable track width and offset on tires and rims. That'd be pretty sick. I do hope that we can actually customize our vehicles that way. Racco, welcome on in. Okay. Was good, brother. Welcome in. Elliot says, personally, I'm going to change my guess to the 19th because we will be 6 months out. Hope it's earlier, but I don't think it will be. What day did you originally have, Elliot? Where did I put your name down? Did I even put your name down on this? Oh, yeah, I did, right here. And you said the 19th now. Look, I'll move you now in the background. And I'll save that. But when we do tidy this document up, maybe I'll just drop out all of the random dates and only have Tuesdays and Fridays. Maybe that's what I should do. Meant to say I want it to be updated to May 12th. May 12th. So you're going to leave... what's old mate's name again? Fox. You're going to leave Fox. Fox also does have a Friday in there. Where's Jiggles' name? Jiggles. There we go. We can do that. Let's keep reading. Lazy Gun Guy says, I feel good about the 12th. The 12th is starting to look like the day to be. Nox says, I'm predicting May 5th since it's my birthday. Well, Nox, hopefully we are streaming then. I'm going to write that down right now. What day did you say? 5th May B-Day. See that? I try and keep my... I try my best to keep track of everyone's birthdays. You know, if they're coming up and they're not too far away. But if I'm streaming that day, I will wish you a happy birthday. If not, I'm going to say it in the Discord. Six says, I think we'll get deep customization in general for GTA 6, but I think it's possible that Benny's/HSW type upgrades will be separate stores, kind of like how San Andreas had. I could see that happening. Jiggle says, if Rockstar didn't delay GTA 6, we'd be getting it in 1 month, by the way. I know, right? How crazy is that to think? And if COVID didn't happen, we'd already be, you know, stuck into that game. Midnight Vice says, I feel the exact same way about Battlefield. Was super hyped, but got bored relatively quickly when I realized I'm not into FPS games like I used to be. I had a lot of fun on that, don't get me wrong. I did have so much fun on that, but I felt like I just wasn't getting like value out of it. Like I wasn't really bored. It was more so just like a conscious decision that my monies and time, more so my time than my money, because I do feel like I got my money's worth out of that game, but my time, I feel like could have been better utilized somewhere else, like, you know, content creation, YouTube and all that. So that's kind of why I stepped away from it. Whereas story mode games, you know, you are getting a single narrative experience told to you, and once it's done, it's done. Whereas multiplayer games, that can suck the life out of you for a very long time. Nox says, I'll say this, Benny's, HSW, and the vehicle workshops for your properties should still be treated as separate from Pay and Spray. Let's hope they bring back Pay and Spray. I'm assuming Pay and Spray will return in GTA 6, says Nox. There you go. I hope it does. I miss Pay and Spray. Oh, I've scrolled too far. I've kind of lost where we're at. Kind of like alien styling and X-Flow design. I want to see weapon customization return for assault rifles and have underbarrel grenade launchers. Let's go. I'll take that. Alright, we are scrolling down a bit here. I think we'll see deeper customization, kind of like how the Mark II guns have more options to choose from, but built way more from it. I hope so as well. I didn't actually mind them, and I didn't really get too big into the Mark II weapon customizations and different ammo types because I couldn't be bothered researching in my bunker for that. Drew says, will I be able to send it on Instagram? I no longer have Discord. Yeah, man, go for it. I will have to just check that because I don't ever really go on my Instagram too much anymore, to be completely honest with you, but I will have a look on there for my DMs to light up. Rose says, I need to see how the game looks in some new... looks in this world. I need to know how it feels. I think that this game is going to feel different to anything we've ever played. I think it's going to be good. Oscar says, add June 2nd. It's my birthday then. June 2nd is so far away, Oscar. Alright, you got to remind me again sooner. Otherwise, I'm going to write it on this bit of paper. And then as soon as April's done and May's done, I'm going to be done with this bit of paper. Alright? So you keep pulling up and you remind me again. Otherwise, look, I'll write it down. I reckon I'll forget. June 2nd. Alright. Technically, not that far away. I've written it down. Luke says, nearly 200 days. Let's go. Also, I hope you guys like the timer. You know, I put some time and effort into that to make it look good. And yes, it is based on my time zone. Prepare to disagree with me, but I still think this game is releasing midnight locally, just like they've done with GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption. It's the biggest game coming out, and, you know, those same people say they're going to do a midnight release because it's Rockstar Games. You know, they're the only company that could do a midnight release. Well, if that is true, midnight releases mean midnight local, because what do you mean it's only going to be a midnight release in one time zone, brother? Makes no sense. So I think it's going to happen. And if anyone doubts me, head on over to Bobby's Board channel right now. I say this every time. He has a very, very good video explaining that. And so many people disagree with me. I feel like I should show that video on stream. Razor, with his theory, says 7 months gone, 7 years to pass. Don't forget Bav. See, he's locking that in. He thinks that is when they're going to drop some news on May 26th, because that was originally when the game was meant to drop, and it lines up with that song that was in Red Dead 2. I can see it happening. Alright, let's go over to Bobby's Board channel. Dark Mayhem says, I think 14th on a Thursday. Very interesting date. Don't want any GTA 6 cars to have GTA 5 handling, for example, supercars. Every other car in GTA 4 handling, for example. GTA 4's handling was good, but I feel like it was shit. I'm going to say it. I liked it at the time, you know, when I didn't have GTA 5 to compare it to, but I think I prefer GTA 5s. But I do hope that when you are driving the car around, it does feel, a little bit more weighty and heavy, and you see the weight shift in the vehicle when you turn around corners, but I don't want to slide out of control every single time. That was too much. Leon says, are we playing GTA Guests today? I think we will. Probably sometime soon. Bobby's video is like 7 minutes long. I don't think we'll go through the entire thing. Lazy Gun Guy says, I almost died from COVID, 38 days on the ventilator, 6 months in hospitals, a year and a half of physical therapy. Well, I'm glad you are doing okay right now, Lazy Gun Guy. It's good to have you in here, brother, and I hope everything is doing all good with you, man. Midnight Vice dropped a $4.99. Thank you again for the dono, brother. I appreciate that. I'm hoping and praying so much that we get a midnight release. All these global releases got me shook lately. So if it is a midnight release, then... So, wait. You are on the side of a midnight release? I thought you were wanting the global release. Because a midnight release means that I'm going to be playing it 14 hours before you. But a global release means that everyone will play it at the exact same time. So some time zones will have to log in at 3 a.m. to play it. Some will have to play it in the middle of the day. Some will play it at a good time, maybe in the morning, maybe in the afternoon. But Rockstar is a very big... GTA 6 in general, and Rockstar are, the biggest and the best to do it. So I personally think they're going to continue with their trends that they've done with GTA 5, GTA 4, Red Dead Redemption. It's going to be midnight local. You are going to cruise down to your store, at maybe 11 o'clock, get in your line up. And then when the clock strikes midnight, you're going to walk through that line, pick up your game, go home and install it. In the age of the digital world, people are going to be installing it at home and playing it as soon as the clock strikes midnight. But even then, that means that there are time zones playing it before you. And if anyone wants to have a little sook about that and have a little cry, boys, just change your console's region over to New Zealand and you will play it early. Very easy. Razor says, Jiggles, you got to think they know that they're watching and paying attention to the earnings calls. Oh, did I miss something else? Jiggle says, I'll genuinely be shocked if we don't get info before the earnings call. The next one is too far and they won't have a call, then release something a few weeks later. Yeah, they know we're waiting for it. Also, Midnight Vice, thank you very much for the dono, brother. I really do appreciate that. Minnie says, W stream tonight. Thank you very much, Minnie G59. I appreciate you for being here. What do you think we can see / who do you want to appear on the radio? I don't listen to them, but I think Juice WRLD and Suicide Boys have a good chance given the area. I think, having those guys on the radio would be really good. But what I'm thinking about for actual radio people talking on the radio, like the talk shows or podcasts, however they want to list it, I think it'd be funny to have Joe Rogan, Theo Von, and what's the other guy's name? Shane Gillis on the radio, just having their own station and chatting on there. I think that'd be hilarious. But if you want to talk about in terms of people in-game already, I think Franklin and Lamar should have their own podcast or talk radio, whatever you want to call it, and just have them talking to each other for hours non-stop. I could listen to that for hours non-stop. That's how good they are. And that way they can have them in the game without making them appear. And I don't know, I'd love that. Let me know what you guys think about that. Nox says, the biggest problem with GTA 5's driving is that you can't get enjoyment out of that you should. The NPCs are literally programmed to get in your way on purpose. Yeah, no, I absolutely hate that too. I hate that a lot. But that's the NPCs. I'm talking more so just the handling. I do prefer GTA 5's. I would prefer if when going around corners, the vehicle, the weight of the vehicle shifts a bit more and they feel heavy. But I think I do prefer GTA 5's handling a bit more, especially with the stunt races and stuff like that. They are really big, very popular. So it would be kind of really bad of Rockstar to revert back to GTA 4's where you can't flip your car, you can't do backflips, you can't, reposition your car mid-air, because then you can't really do those stunt races, and they were massive, alright? They don't make any sense in the world of GTA, but they were massive. Go back to the early 360 and PS3 days, people were building massive mega ramps out of shipping containers, right? There is a market for that, so they would be very, very silly if they decided to cut that and not have it. W Stream for Real says, Midnight Vice, my man, thank you very much. Midnight Vice says, no, I don't want a global. I'm trying to do the whole event around midnight for the channel. I might even watch your gameplay before I go live. Okay, I feel like your opinions changed on that, because I swear you said that you wanted it all released at the one time. But I'm telling you, a global release isn't that good. You know, especially me being Australian, I'm going to say it right now, I don't want a midnight release. One, we already have really bad internet, so just give us this one thing, right? Give us this one thing to allow us to play earlier. Still, no one's really restricted, all right? Because when they do that, people just change their consoles over. And, you know, they set their time zones to New Zealand, and they can play early if they want. There's nothing really stopping them, unless, you know, they've figured a way to prevent people from doing it. But that's been a thing for so long. But midnight releases, you know, they feel good. Whereas like a game that's coming out at a completely random time, right? Put yourself in the perspectives of someone in the world where the game drops at, let's go 3 a.m., right? You're not staying up until midnight with people, you know, at a somewhat usual time, you know, when it's crossing over for New Year's, right? You stay up till midnight. It's pretty normal. Anything beyond that, unless you're going out partying, it's kind of a bit ridiculous. Say the game's dropping for you at 5 a.m. Do you wake up early or do you stay up late? It's just, you know, again, a bit ridiculous. Or say the game's coming out in the middle of the day, all right? You go to sleep, wake up, feeling refreshed, and then it's like, oh, this game drops at this time. But like, it's at such a regular time of the day where it feels strange, you know? So I don't agree with it. I think it should definitely be midnight local time. So that, you know, when it hits midnight, you go down to your store, you go pick it up, or, you know, you're getting it online. I'm very, very, very passionate about that, and I feel like I'm the only one with that opinion. Alright, let's make our way down. Why is in here? See, I don't think I know how to say your name properly. Is it Yee? Let me know, alright? I don't want to keep butchering it. And I feel like is not how you would say it, right? Just let me know. Hi, Blind, and hi, Bogan. Hi, chat. Dude, Eddie's good to have you in here. It's been such a long time. I've missed you hanging around here. Doing good. Hope you're doing good too. Gonna try and fall asleep to this stream since Bogan has a soothing voice. Okay. Okay. Alright, I'll take that. Stop. You're making me blush right now. I'm starting to, you know, kick my feet a little bit here. This is why we need the face cam. Blind Fury's changed his name to Blind Fury Needs GTA 6. Sav done that as well with his handle, and I don't think I like the change. I personally don't think I like the change, boys. Kieran's in here. Sup, Bav? Good to have you in here, Kieran. Welcome back to another Bogan Bav stream. Jiggle says, I want to see Bogan with 200k subs one day. That is the ultimate dream there, Jiggles. Look, I'd just be happy with 100,000, you know? I'd be happy with that. That means I get my silver play button from YouTube, and then I have a physical, you know, token of my accomplishments. You know, something I can physically look at and be like, yeah, I've done something with this channel. I would feel good about that. Looking at my sub count right now, it is, again, you know, a very insane number, 56,000, and it is crazy. But again, it's digital. I'm a physical kind of guy, right? You know, speaking of GTA 6, I'm going to get GTA 6 digitally, but I want that physical media. I need to look at something. I need to be able to hold something. That's what I want. So I'm going to be buying 2 copies of GTA 6, which is dumb, but I'm doing it. But going back to the YouTube play button, I think being able to hold something as a reflection of what I've done would feel really, really good. We're going to do an unboxing video for that as well. Kieran says, you and Grid work really well together. Good to watch streams you guys do. Thank you very much, Kieran. I appreciate that. Grid is doing really well as well. I won't say that to his face because, you know, if he was in here right now, Grid, I'm telling you, you're trash. But no, it's always good hanging out with Grid. I think he's doing really well. It's going to be very exciting seeing where his channel goes from here. We got Peculiar Crowns in here. W Stream, my man, welcome in, brother. I feel like you were in here just earlier, actually, but I completely missed your message. I apologize, man. Welcome in. Jiggle says, did you see my comment about podcast? How far ago was that? Jiggles. Nah, you might have to post it again, man. I'm not too sure where it is. I'll scroll up a bit. Blood Rainer says, theory, Lucia was dating Luis from the Bella de Gatoni before she moved to Leonidas, so Luis makes an appearance in GTA 6 and thus killed off like Johnny in GTA 5. Blood Rainer, I'll come back to that. We have where is it? Dark Mayhem with a $5. Thank you very much, man. Have VPA on the roundtable again. We want VPA, vulnerable public access. Also, the basement is blocked on the other side with the need out, lol. Oh, that is hilarious. I think he is definitely welcome to come back into the streams. He was loved, much loved in the streams, so I could definitely see that happening whenever we get another one going. But it was good having him in there. He was very distracted, I'm not going to lie. VPA, if you're hanging around in here, every time I was talking, I had to look away because he was doing his little hand symbols, like whether he was agreeing or disagreeing. I'm like, brother, I'm going to start bursting out with laughter right now. You need to quit it. You need to quit it. So I need to not look at my screen whenever he's in there. But shout out to him. Let's see. Oscar says, talking about Midnight Release, is the Midnight Club series dead? I think so, Oscar. I think it's time to put that one to bed. I think it's finished, man. Most people call me Yi, but I'm fine with just Y or YOY, whatever you want to call me. Okay. Got a versatile name in here. All right. I think we could try Yi, or we could try Y. Let's try both. Razor says, I don't want Bav to have a sub cap. I want millions. Let's go, Razor. My man, I appreciate you. Midnight launch for the win. Okay. Midnight Vice is going with a midnight launch. All right, let's get around that. Can't wait for those 4-hour videos of the full game with a spoiler title / thumbnail like 5 minutes. Yes. It's exactly the point that you need to get off the internet before this game drops. Before, not when the game drops, like a week before, because someone will find a way to get onto the game and post something, and it's gonna piss me off. If this game does get spoiled, I'm gonna crash out. You will discover why Bogan is in the name, right? I'm gonna lose my mind if that happens. All right, let's scroll down a little bit. You know what's crazy? Obviously, 76 viewers feels like a lot, but if you consider it, it's really crazy you're entertaining that many people. Imagine 76 people in a room listening to... Jiggles, stop. You're scaring me right now, right? That is crazy to actually think about. Caden says, face reveal at 56,900. Look, brother, I don't even have the camera yet, all right? I still got to go out and get it. But I was speaking with Sav just the other day about some of the lighting stuff, because I want to make sure I get the lighting right and everything feels good, looks good. So, we got motion in the background. Leon says, I think the 1st of May for pre-orders as is around payday for people, and then 5th for the trailer. I think that's also what MCT was thinking as well. Like, they potentially dropped something for the Friday. I don't know if his opinion has changed since the earnings call got announced, but I think it was pre-orders Friday / the announcement for the trailer coming the following Tuesday, which is the 5th. So I could see that happening too. Curious if we'll get the map in the box. Bonus stuff in the box seems like lost art in modern games, not gonna lie. Yeah, speaking about lost art, friend of the channel, Dark Space, he made a video about some of the media that you get with GTA 6, and I think it was a really good video. There was also a sponsored segment in there, and I absolutely loved it. It didn't even feel like an ad. But let's pull this up right now. Here's Dark Space right here. They made this video here. I missed Rockstar's physical content. This one. If anyone wants to go watch that afterwards, it is a really good video. 70 minutes long, but it's a banger. I think you guys will enjoy that. They've 3D animated. I might even click onto it. We'll click onto it. But like, look at this. He's got a whole thing rigged out for that so that he can talk about certain things. Got the in-game stuff. Talking about the maps and stuff that we were just chatting about a second ago. But it's all like in this little 3D space that he's come up with, and I love it, what he's done. He's in a spaceship, he's got this little thing in here. The old box of goodies. I think you guys will love this one. And then, look at this. This goes into the sponsorship that he's got. Oh, check out this box under here, right? Opens the box. Skip it in a bit more. Bang, there's a chair. And he's put it into his video. I think that's sick. I do love that. Oscar says, I'm a low-end PC gamer right now and I just want to build my own YouTube channel, but since I can't play too many games, I'm afraid it's hard right now. Could you provide some tips or some games? What do you mean by tips or games? My PC doesn't handle a lot of games, to be honest with you. I do have to scale them down. Like when I was playing Assassin's Creed Shadows, I had to play that at like medium settings. Battlefield, I ended up dropping that down to either medium or low, just so I had more frames. But on a low-end PC, you do have to, pick and choose what you want. Do you want the game to look good, or do you want it to play good? Because you can only really pick one in a way with a low-end PC anyways. But some games that you should check out. Repo is a really good game, and I don't think that is very demanding in terms of like performance-wise. So that could be a good low-end game to play, and I'm absolutely loving it. And if you do get that, absolute chance we can get you into a game sometime. What's another really good game I liked? Lockdown Protocol as well. I do personally really enjoy that game. But, there are some good games on there that you can still play, even with a low end. Y says, do you want to see, what do you want to see from the Collector's Edition, both in-game and real life? I mentioned a VPA that I hope to get pets in-game, and something cool like a pet alligator. It's a good point. If you look back on a GTA 5, the things that you got digitally in-game were the atomic blimp. You could call that up and fly that. You got, I think it was 2 or 3 vehicle skins / cars. There wasn't quite a whole lot of cool things in there, and I don't really know what direction they could go with that. Pets would be really cool, I won't lie. But, I don't know, you kind of got to think about it being for story mode though, right? And I feel like if they throw in a pet as a bonus that you can get just by pre-ordering the game or whatnot, then that could change the story. Like, imagine if Chop was a pre-order bonus, then, Chop's part of the story, so it would feel weird to not have him in there in a way. There are missions that take place with that, so I feel like the pets could be part of the story, and if they're not, then it's kind of too minor to be considered good for a bonus. So I don't know. They should have Wendigoon and Meat Canyon have their podcast together. Have their podcast, the Creepcast, appear in GTA 6 as a parody. Won't happen, but it would be nice. I don't think I've ever watched that one, to be honest, Jiggles. Alright, I just want to make sure I'm reading everything that I can right now. I think we're mostly caught up for the most part. Again, I will probably be missing something. Fox says, also, welcome back, Fox. I've been to Florida, so when I play GTA 6, I'm going to go to all the places I've been to. It's going to be cool for you guys to match up those locations in, like, compared to real life. Like, that's what I want to do if I ever go and visit over there. I want to compare and just be an actual tourist, That's what I want to do. 6 says, I already know the Grass Rivers is going to be where all the creepy shit is located. The Ghost in Lagras. Lagras? Is that how you say it? Swamp in Red Dead 2. I don't think... Red Dead 2 has a lot of names that I don't know how to say. But, yeah, I reckon there's going to be a lot of creepy stuff in there. I think that's where the main mysteries will be held. Got to get that 5090, mate. This shit be kicking. I do need an upgrade, man. Everything is just so expensive these days. And, me not having a job, me only doing YouTube, it makes it difficult to go out and splash money on things that I used to be able to. VPA's in here. G'day, mate. Welcome on in. He heard his name, and he's in here. He's dropped the sign language in chat. Why is there a translate thing next to his name as well? It's not like you can translate emojis. That's funny. But welcome on in, man. Leon says, help you out. I recommend a capture card and a laptop or something to record. That's what I do. Making our way down. Fox says I haven't posted in 2 months. Mayhem says, remember the video with the car rolling down the zigzag hill, then a skeleton jump scare? Yeah, I remember that one. I don't think I ever got jumped by that one, thankfully. I don't think I ever got jumped by that, but there was a video out there that I did, and it was like a very iconic jump scare video. I can't remember what one it was, but that one with the car, I was pre-warned to not look at that, so I'd cover my eyes and I'd just be waiting for it. I remember Red Dead 2 having pre-order bonus, but it wasn't that interesting. If I remember, it was an exclusive house robbery. Oh, true, they did have that. Yeah, that stuff would be sick. That's a good question though. Anyone that's played both Red Dead Redemption 2 and San Andreas is what I'm mostly going to be referencing here. But do you guys remember being able to go on little robberies? When the sun went down, I think you'd go out the rider, get into a truck, go and break into people's houses. You'd steal random things from their property, like TVs and whatnot. I would love to see that return in this game. I would absolutely love to see that return. You got to be quiet in the house, you got to sneak around, not wake them up. And if you wake them up, I don't know, maybe you just got to beat them to death or something, or knock them out. You don't want to beat them to death. But I think that would be super sick. Oscar says, most of our YouTubers are Capri? I don't know what that is. Chili says, hit my next month of membership tomorrow. Let's go. Let's go. What color does that give you then? Or is that the blue one? I think that might be the blue one. Oscar says, bro, he's on some very big steroids. Who's on some steroids? Fox says, oh, there's a bit more up here. Fox says, all the YouTubers I like are from Florida or New York City or Australia or New Jersey. Why are no cool YouTubers from where I'm from? You know what's crazy? I feel like in the GTA space in general, there are not a lot of GTA YouTubers from America. You know, you got Sav, but like for the most part, all those old YouTubers, no. All the American YouTubers that were in the GTA space are kind of like finished, you know? You had Mr. Boss back in the day, Senando, if he was still American, I'm pretty sure he was. iCrazy Teddy, I'm pretty sure he lived, no he didn't, he was British. My bad on that one. Senando, no, not Mr. Beast, Mr. Boss, that Saints fan, he was in America as well. Too Dynamic, Jobless Gamer, all those guys, I feel like I've kind of wrapped up, you know, and finished or moved on to different things. Or like Mr. Boss, still here, just not really that great. But I feel like this new wave, a lot of them are Australian or Canadian. To be honest, I don't think there's quite that many in America if I think about it. I'm pretty sure there's a behind the scenes photo of the Zigzag Road zombie jumpscare, which is pretty funny. I have to check that one out. Fox says, Bab, how do you come up with how do you come up with such good videos? I can't think of anything and I'm fine in front of a camera. It's just the jokes. People tell me I'm funny because I can't make jokes on camera. On camera, it's a different thing. You know, you don't really want to force that. My advice for you with that, Dark Mayhem with a 5er. My man, that jump scared me right there, actually. Fox, I'll come back to your thing. Dark Mayhem says, I'll be a skeleton down in the basement if you don't feed me. Also, Jason is a cop. I'm spawning him in. Oh, God, Sav's going to appear out of nowhere now. Sav's going to appear. But going back to Fox. Fox, when you do, like, hit that record button, it feels like, you know, you are forced to be funny. You know, you kind of forget who you are. But my suggestion for you, when you hit record, settle in for a little bit. Try and forget that you're even recording. Just settle into the recording and then naturally get into it. Like when I used to record my funny moments videos back in the day, I used to, you know, pre-warn my friends, like, all right, we're going to go live. We're going to start recording now. Bang. And then when you do that, they think they need to be funny. Whereas, you know, I go in there and it's like, oh, are you guys recording today? I'm like, nah, no recording today. I just thought we'd play. That's when you get the best moments, when they think they're not on camera, when they're not being recorded. They come up with so many better reactions. So just try and forget that you're even recording. Kosher's back in here. G'day. Nox says, anyone who says Jason is a cop should go in the basement, says Nox. I want Bab to whoop me, says Mayhem. Oh my God, you guys are freaky. Fury says, bro called Mr. Boss, Mr. Beast. I was having a moment there. All right, Fury, I was having a moment. I may only be at 5 months. I think blue is 6 months. Well, we're getting there, all right? We're getting there. I appreciate you for being a member as long as you have as well, Fury. Fury and Chili, both of you guys have the gold on there. Jiggles also has the gold, but he was gifted that. So, Jiggles, I ain't talking to you. Oh, I'm kidding. Wonder if we'll see Yusuf Amir return. He would fit in pretty well in Vice City since Rockstar will use actors on multiple projects. Then it's possible he recorded stuff online while working on GTA 6 stuff. That's possible. But do you guys really want to see him return? I feel like he was nerfed pretty heavily, if you know what I mean. You know, he was a very outspoken kind of person, not caring about what he says, who he offends. But now, you know, he's been nerfed pretty badly, so I did not like his appearance, to be honest. Caden says I wouldn't mind a spanking as well. You guys are mental, all right? Lazy Gun Guy says, I want to dress badly online so the fashion police arrest me. Dude, when the game does drop, I've messed his name up. That's Saints fan. He used to have a series called Fashion Friday where he would get, you know, the community to submit outfits and then he would post, you know, a top 10 outfits every Friday as part of Fashion Friday series. I think I kind of want to do that with GTA 6. You know, I think that'd be a lot of fun. Blind Fury says, Jiggles got the charity badge. He did, didn't he? He did. Fox says, I'm naturally a witty person, but as soon as I need to make a video, my jokes slip off my tongue and I start stuttering. I'm fine when I'm not making jokes, but as soon as I want to say something funny, dude, when I go live, I forget how to speak English, to be honest with you. I mess up so many words. It just kind of happens, you know? But the more you do it, the better it will get. You'll still have moments where you mess up, but that's all good, you know? Jiggles says, Bav just completely skipped me hard. Jiggles is that kind of guy to get upset if his thing isn't read out. Jiggles, you whinge too much. Jason isn't a cop, in my opinion. I think the game will end in a dilemma with Lucia wanting to rat Jason. There you go, I read that out for you. Gotcha. Oh, it's so funny. Oscar says, one of our Indian YouTubers, Lazy Assassin, said that GTA Online had like GTA 6 in it, all the new content, like them with the Safe House update and the cars, weapons, and all the new activities. Have I read that wrong? Said that GTA Online had like GTA 6 in it, with all the new content. He quoted that it might be Rockstar testing new features. Oh no, I can definitely understand where you're coming from now. I think they are for sure testing features within GTA Online now to see if they work or if they're even liked to put into GTA 6. I can definitely see that happening. Real fans want Dax and Sazanta back. Really? I feel like a lot of people complained about them. Jiggles says it was not that bad. You know what you skipped? I don't know what I skipped, to be honest, Jiggles. How much further up do I have to go? Alright, boys, let's pause the stream. You know, let's cut the music. Let's have a look for Jiggles' comment. That's literally me, Fox, is one of the things he said. Okay. It's astronomical. The goat is from PA. Keep scrolling up. None are where I am from. Okay, I see that one too. Bro, Bav, you skipped the podcasting twice now, which is false because I did read it out. Me too, Fox, is another thing Jiggles said. Public speaking doesn't scare me as much as it does others. Jiggles, I don't know what I'm meant to be reading out, brother. Let's get that music running back, though. Nox says, apparently some people don't like Dax, KDJ, and Sazanta. They don't bother me. I didn't mind KDJ. Dax pissed me off a lot. I really didn't enjoy him. Sazanta, I feel, was somewhat pointless, but KDJ, I didn't mind. I thought he was pretty sick. And I did enjoy that update as well. Jiggle says, it's below, Bav. Well, you're going to have to read it out again because I'm not seeing it. Does anyone know what Jiggles is on about? Because I've read every single thing that he's put up. I don't see it. Oh, I've just dropped my pen. I seen a good comment. Where'd it go? Oscar says, I don't like Dax much. I'm just more attached to Vincent Effenberger. Dude, what they done with Vincent is what I really, really enjoy. They started with Vincent at the casino as head of security, which was really good. Then he got fired. And you're like, damn, that sucks. You would have thought you were not going to see him again. And then in the heist, he was back. You know, but he was working at the Rockford Plaza. You know, a huge step down for him. Now he's just, you know, a mall cop, essentially. But then fast forward some more updates in the Clerkenwell farm raid. He's a police officer. You know, he's still being treated like shit there, but, you know, it's good to see that progression of a character reappear and you slowly see them change over time. I absolutely love that. So I hope that they do a lot more of that. And Fox says, did I miss us playing GTA Guesser? Jiggle says, I'll leave it in your DMs. Brother, I ain't reading DMs midstream. Fury says, I'm not sure. See, I'm not sure either. Six says, I think Dax was fine. Can work with better writing and more deeper character development, which isn't GTA Online's strong suit. Sazanta was just kind of annoying to me. I think I can see that 100%. Blood Rainer, good point here. Dax was an alright replacement for Trevor, not returning. 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10 is pretty decent. I could go with that. I just think he annoyed me, and I think what also annoyed me quite a lot, and this is very personal, but he reminded me of someone that I know in real life that I just don't like. I just don't like this one person. He kind of like looks similar to him. And maybe that's why I don't like him at all. And yeah, he was a replacement for Trevor apparently. So that also kind of doesn't sit very well with me. But anyways, boys, we are going to take a quick break. And when we come back, I think we're going to do some GTA Guesser, to be completely honest with you. I'm going to pull it up on stream. Let's go versus mode. If anyone wants to join, the lobby name will be Bav and the pin, Leon. Leon says, make sure you read this message or I'll be upset with a $5. Leon, thank you very much, brother. I really appreciate you. But boys, I don't try to miss anything, all right? Just keep in mind that if you do write something that might be somewhat not good for YouTube standards, it doesn't appear in the chat, and I am reading the chat. So if it appears on the screen, I'm not reading that. I'm reading my actual, YouTube live chat that he's running, and sometimes comments don't get through there. Who was it the other day? I think it was Grid. Well, someone said something that wasn't a bad comment, but YouTube deemed it so, and I didn't see that comment. I only caught it on my screen. But let's create this. If anyone wants to join a GTA guesser, I'm gonna pin it real quick. Let's hit that. Replace pinned message. There we go. Click on that thing. Go into versus mode. Click through to it. The ID is Bav and the pin is 1234. I kind of want to replay. I kind of want to play the Be Right Back screen because I feel like that's a classic on stream. Should I do that? I'm gonna do that. Let's hit that button right now. I'll be back in like a minute. All right. Okay, I pushed that way too early. I'm going to be back in about a minute, boys, and then we'll get stuck into it, okay? Okay. Whoa! Man with a 2. This was Elvis resting place. What are you talking about? Excuse me for a second, boys. I am having a little munch. Donnie! He's come through with another tenner. You have given enough. Here's some coin for some toilet paper and air freshener. You know what? I'm gonna take that. Thank you very much, brother. That is so strange. Thank you very much. Again, I see a lot of people have disconnected in here. Someone has called themselves Bav, which is hilarious. Caden's trying to join. Also, for some reason, boys, I don't know why, but these servers on this game are so bad. A lot of people disconnect all the time. Kosher's in. What you eating? I should mute my mic when I'm eating. I'm just having a little chocolate, alright? It's a little Easter chocolate, you know? We got so many leftovers, I need to make my way through them. Because Elvis died on the toilet. There you go. That makes sense. That makes sense. Alright. I think that chocolate's out of the way. If anyone does want to join, the ID is Bav and the pin is 1234. Feel free to get in here. We are waiting for whoever made their account called Bav and Caden to try and reconnect. But I don't know why it does this all the time. Even I disconnected from one of the previous games we done. Fox says, how do I join? The link that I have pinned, and then change it over to versus mode, I believe. Join, ID is Bav, pin is 1234. I think we will give it like another couple minutes, and then we'll boot it up. Alright. Caden says there's so many ads on this site. That's why I try and play with ad block on everything I do. Alright. Fox says it's just a picture of Los Santos in a white box in the middle. I'm not too sure. I am not too sure. Boys, we are going to run it right now. So if anyone is unable to get in, we're going to have to do it on the next one. We do have a lot of people in this time. So let's run it. We'll see what happens. And I get you guys are watching my stream, alright? And I know I'm very good at this. But do not take my answer, alright? I feel like I know this one, but I'm not 100% sure. So this will be good. It's either that one. No, that's the dollar one. The Fred store. I feel like it is up in this area, but I actually don't know the exact positioning of this, so this is not going to be good. Caden says, Bav was me not knowing the first box was for my name. I'm also just going to watch. Don't wait for me. Okay, okay. I don't know where this one actually is, so let's try and run it. Okay, not bad. Not bad. That was a guess. Racing Road, good to have you in here, man. Yo, Bav, do you think Lucia's driving skills in GTA 6 will be low? That'd be funny if it were. You know, I can't even lie. I think that would be hilarious of them to do that. Who's looking at my thing? Who's this grey hand there? Oscar. Oscar, you better not be cheating, boy. Eat the chocolate, all of it. You know, I just had some leftover Easter chocolate. And I figured I may as well eat it. It's the little Kinder chocolate, and I love that. It's so good. Alright, is that everyone? I think that's everyone. I think I've won that round as well, 41 meters away. Run this next one. I do know where this is. I do know where this is, boys. I don't want to give it away, but, you know, I also want to try and stay ahead. Whereabouts is it? Here. About here? Maybe a bit too far in. Okay, not bad. 2 meters. I'll take that. Fox says, is there going to be a second round or did I miss my chance? No, when we finish this, I will let the lobby sit for a couple minutes to see if anyone else can join back. Look at you guys. Who we got here? Your mum over here. Mr. Jiggles. We got a green hand. Who's green? That's me. No, I'm not green. Someone else is green. Kosher. And Oscar as well. You guys are getting very close. Maybe you guys actually do know. Bav, I might be on vacation when GTA 6 Trailer 3 comes out between May 15th and up to the earnings call. You know what? You won't be missing too much. You know, it is just the trailer at the end of the day. You can watch that on vacation. Just be glad you are not on vacation when the game drops. You know, when you're unable to play the game. That would suck. Fox says, bro, I need a tutorial. You need a tutorial? Click the link, and then it should have different game modes on there. Swap over to versus mode, and then click join. Put in the ID and the pin, and should be good to go. Come on, boys, drop it down. Are we still waiting on? I think Kosher's went, right? Maybe I'm wrong. I think that's Kosher's hand. We're waiting. We're waiting. We got 2 more people to drop their names down, I believe. Has everyone voted? I want to see this. Alright, if you guys haven't already picked one, definitely chuck it down right now. Unless it has glitched out on us. Which, hopefully it hasn't. I'm hoping it hasn't. I think it's Demonic Reap. I don't think you've dropped your position down. I think it's just you that we're waiting on. Am I right or wrong on that? Caden and that Bav account, they disconnected, so we're not waiting for that one. Kosher looks like they've voted as well. It's just Demonic Reap, I believe. Now, Kosher's little thing is moving around. Maybe he's still trying to look for one. Fox says I can't join because it's already started. Yeah, you'll have to catch us on the next one. There's 5 rounds per game, and then after that we'll be able to do that. Racing Road says 24 hours before GTA 6 comes out. Careful online with news. People in New Zealand and Australia will get it early because of time zone. Absolutely, we will be. So definitely make sure you guys switch off of social medias and all that stuff. before the game drops. Has this glitched out? I'm starting to feel like it's glitched out a little bit. Leon says I got kicked, stuck back on lobby. Okay. That's probably messed with the game a little bit. I'm just gonna start us up a new lobby then. I think, right? Yep. We'll run a new lobby. Let's go versus mode. If anyone wants to join this, it's gonna be a different pin now, a different name because the other one won't work. Lobby name will be Bogan and the pin will be 1234. Let's create that. All right, there we go. Let's try it again. Anyone else that wants to join, click the pinned link. A GTA guesser, join up, ID Bogan, pin 1234. I feel like this game mode is very finicky, you know, like anything goes wrong, it doesn't take much, you know. There we go. We got Oscar Elliott. Sav's in here. Is Sav still floating around? Is he in the stream? Or has someone just called themselves Sav? Not too sure about that. Fox says they're in. Dark Mayhem, my man, with a 2. Will the unfinished building be done in the last DLC? I highly doubt it, man. I think that ship has sailed. I don't think they're going to do it. If anyone wants to join, now's your chance. On the countdown, I think we'll wait until it gets to... we'll do 1 more minute, right? We'll do 1 more minute. Or 30 seconds at least. We'll wait for 30 seconds. Because I think that should be everyone trying to get in right now. Look at how many people are in here. And no one's disconnected. I kind of want to run with it right now. I feel like Sav, maybe Caden. That could be the case. It could be the case. I kind of want to start it because I don't want to, you know, run into any issues. I think that's everyone though, especially from the last game as well. Let's run it. Let's run it. I apologize if anyone was trying to join and I have just started it and you've missed out. But let's get into it. Oh, man. No, I think I know the area of this. I feel like I know it, but I could be wrong. This might be my worst prediction yet. Definitely could be one of my worst predictions. Alright, let's run it. Come on, give me something good. Give me something good. Ooh, not horrible. Not horrible. Alright. What's everyone going to vote? We've got a few pinned down right now. I think we are waiting for whoever is Sav on this. Someone picked Mount Chiliad. Who was that? Some random Aussie picked Mount Chiliad. There you go. Cold showers, too many ads to play. I don't have ad blocker. That sucks. Caden, I feel bad for you, brother. Has everyone voted? Looks like, it looks like they've done it. There we go. Everyone has done it. Let's go next round. All right, let's try and move through this somewhat quickly. All right, I know this place as well. How accurate do you reckon we can get with it? I feel like it's this place again. Oh, okay. We were a bit off. Oscar says, damn, that's a bad photo. I don't want anyone to see like where I'm actually voting, you know? Because without a doubt, you guys are watching the stream, picking the locations I'm picking, aren't you? Without a doubt. This could be the game that you guys catch me on. I think Elliot's already beating me. And whoever's on Sav's account is beating me as well. I wonder who is on Sav's account. Because, you know, Sav, there's no chance he would get a perfect score on round 1. I'm sorry, Sav. You don't have that much knowledge of this map, brother. Alright. What do we get? What do we get? No one got too close. This location, let's go. Let's get it. Lock that in. 9 meters. Give me the full points. Oscar says, don't worry, I'm playing. You'll win for sure. I'm bad at this. Blood Rainer says, some random Aussie seems bad. Is that you, Blood Rainer? Oh my goodness. Are you just... It has to be you, right? I reckon that's Blood Rainer for sure. I saw the downhill road, knew it was in that area. Look at you guys. Look at you guys. I reckon you're watching the stream. Sav's in the yellow. Basically a perfect score again. I gotta catch him, alright? Maybe I should pick my spot and then hide it so you guys can't see the screen. Bav, how did you get so close? Well, originally I thought it was gonna be this area up here. But I was looking at these buildings here and you can see like there's 3 plotted there and there's more here. 3 there and then the 2 there. But this road in particular is kind of what gives it away. The curved road, there's only a couple of those on the map. Oscar says it's the closest I've ever been. Alright, let's see how you guys go. Surely you guys can get this. I'm not going to vote first. I don't want to vote first. I know exactly where this is. Damn stream screen watchers. Stream screen watchers. That sounds so funny. Fox says, bro, who's picking Mount Chiliad? I couldn't tell you. I think that's Blood Rainer for sure. Alright. Kosher's voted 440 meters away. Jiggles has voted 559. Some random Aussie 1,000 meters. Alright. I think I could... No, I'm going to wait for Elliot to put his down. Elliot, I'm waiting for you to put this down, alright? Look at you guys. I reckon I can get this within 10 meters. Come on. 440. Alright, I think that's almost the main competition out the way. Gotta wait for Elliot. Elliot's cheating. 100%. That's why he hasn't picked yet. Come on. Put it down. Now I'm going to scroll in a little bit. But I'm ready to put this down. Is that it? There we go. Okay. Whoops, not there. So here is the construction site. We're up here. Probably a little bit back further here. 2 meters. This construction site, it's very good. It's easy. Look at you guys all went this main one. Look how small it is. As if you thought it was this one. This building is massive. This one, half decent guess. This one, there's no construction site here. This one, no construction site either. Or here, what is this? Up on the dam? Oh man, that's so funny. Alright, that's where I take my lead back. I can't go first. Okay, this one's horrible. I know the general area. If you guys want some help with this is up in Paleto Bay. We are looking at this bit of island right here. It sticks out. But we would be up on the hillside. I just couldn't tell you exactly where on the hillside. So, yeah. We're not on a track. So I don't really want to pick a track. But we can't be too far from a track, right? So maybe like that. But again, I feel like we could even be further down because we're seeing it on a bit more of an angle than what I'm looking at. Could even be up at the camp, but I feel like there's not a lot of foliage around there. It's a bit dried out. Let's run with this. Let's run with this. Let's see. Surely I'm not going to be beaten. Okay, you guys have all mostly picked as well. Not bad. Not bad picks. Not bad picks indeed. What's the score? Okay, I think I'm ahead. I think I've won this game, right? I won. Let's have a look-see. Let's see the final score. Let's go. Let's go. See that? See that? If anyone wants to join, I'll give you guys till that timer goes from 46 seconds down to 0. For anyone else to join, we've got, how many people are in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus me, 9. Not too bad. But if anyone wants to join, either let me know in the chat that you are trying to join and I'll extend the timer a little bit. But just click the link that I've got pinned, GTA Guesser, join the server. The ID is Bogan and the pin is 1234. But if you are trying to join, just let me know right now and I can wait for you to get in. Sav's disconnected. Fury says, that Sav account did good. That Sav account has to be you, I reckon. Kosher's disconnected. That's all good. That's all good. I don't know if you guys intentionally disconnected or we're having issues. But just let me know. Squid, what's up, brother? Welcome in, man. Hey, if you want to play some GTA Guesser, click that link, brother, and come on in. Some random Aussies disconnected. We got some people dropping out. I don't know if that is intentional or not. If you guys are having issues, let me know. Let me know. Alright, Sav's back in. Me and Jiggle's good. Kosher says, I'm going to play GTA now. That's all good, brother. Thanks very much for joining in. I appreciate it. It's always good fun getting on this with you guys. Alright, I reckon we're going to boot it up. Oops, let's zoom out a bit. Sure in GTA Guesser, says Oscar, what's he doing? Sav says, good evening, boys. Sav, welcome in, brother. Is this really Sav, like, in the game? Or is this not? It's a bit of a coinky-dink for him to be appearing. If not, welcome on in. That's not me. Yeah, all right. Someone's named themselves Sav. I reckon it's Fury now that I think about it. I've been hacked, says Sav. Kosher says, no, I'm still watching. Oh, okay. Okay. Fox says, from now on, I'll always play GTA 5 before joining the stream. Okay, this GTA Online mission with cyborgs are freaking me out. What is going on? All right. I reckon we're going to boot it up. Let's get into it. If anyone wants to join, we'll pick you up on the next game. Just zoom out a little bit here. Alright, I know this spot. I know this spot. I know this spot. Building. About here-ish. 3 meters. I'll take that. Let's not look at it now. No one's getting my answer. Sav says, unless I'm winning, then it's definitely me. Oh, look, you were going pretty good for a while there, but I reckon whoever's on that account was watching my screen. So I intentionally waited until everyone else voted before I picked mine. Oscar says, oh my god, I'm off by thousands. Which color is Oscar? Oscar is the blue one right here. Oscar, damn. Okay, I see the vision. The reason I know this one is in my ramp video. Sorry, my without touching the ground video that I just posted. I think last month, I landed on this building right here. So I'm very familiar with this area. Alright, let's see everyone's votes. Everyone's done. Yeah, alright, look at that. Whoever's on Sav's account has went the same building. Yeah, trying to throw me off, not getting it exact. Alright, boys. Surely we know this one. This is a good one. I know where this is. I've taken photos in this building. I'm going to let you guys go first, and then I'm going to pick. Because I know this one. I know this one. Terry Fox, 432 meters away. First person to pick. I do want to drop it down, but if I put it down, this person on Sav's account is going to pick the exact same place as me. I'm interested to see where you guys go. Oscar's done his. 136 meters. Not bad, Oscar. Not bad. Yeah, Mom. I think that's enough. Boom! 0 meters. I was spot on. You guys thought it was Michael's house. Absolute beginners. Absolute beginners. Sav, you should play a Steam game with Bav. It's a horror game called The Classrooms. I'd have to check that out. I'd have to check that one out. Maybe that's what we could do for the Friday stream for him. Potentially. When am I going live? What do we got? We got the Hopium stream on Friday at 8 AM Eastern, and then later in that night, 9 PM for another stream that I was touch and go on. I wasn't sure if I was going to do that or not. Bav, you solved this by being the last one to guess. That's how I've solved this problem. Sorry, I was reading my stream schedule here, but look at that. Spot on with that one. Someone picked the middle of the road. Got a few people in Michael's house. This one, this one, this one. Reason I know this place as well is I've got some photos in here somewhere, or I've at least traveled into this area. I do very much so know this property though. I know this road too. This is so dumb. It feels like hacks. I'm just going to drop it down. It's this road here. We're obviously on this island thingo. So let's travel back a little bit. I think that's a tree there. So I would say about there. Reason, oops, I've just moved my marker. Reason, you are seeing these circular buildings in the background. I think we're seeing the second one. You can see a palm tree coming up here. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that's a palm tree there. So I would predict here. This road, very familiar. Punch it down. Off by 15 meters. Not bad. Kosha says, Bav, what are you going to do when you're... what are you going to do when you're doing a Hopium stream and then the trailer actually releases? Dude, I'm going to freak out. I don't even know what I would do. You know? Obviously, we're going to do a breakdown of the trailer then and there. And I don't think I'd be too worried about getting copyrighted. I think I would just end up playing the trailer for what it is on stream, start to finish. I don't care about pausing it and all that. Just as long as I don't get a strike. If I just get demonetized, I'll be happy with that. I'm fine with that. But I want to play that trailer start to finish with you guys. Yeah, that would be insane. I'd be freaking out. Sav says, Bav, how long are you streaming? I think we might wrap it up pretty soon here, Sav. Why? You want to hang out in the DMs? You want to hang out with good old Bogey Bav? Because we could definitely do that. I think we are actually going for a lot longer than what I originally intended on. How long are we at? I think we're at 2 hour mark. We're at the 2 hour mark. So not too bad of a stream, I would say. And especially with Kosha and Donnie in the beginning of the stream, just absolutely went off. Brother, we're good. I don't need to stream for the rest of the week. Bav is the rainbow of GTA guesser. I'm telling you. Dark Viper, put me against him. I will clap him at this. Respectfully. I will beat him. I will beat any other GTA creator at this game mode. I promise you that. Sav says I'll be up for a while. Alright. After this stream, I will give you a call. Or I'll message you beforehand. Give you the heads up. Alright. Let's see what everyone's voted. Sorry, I keep waffling, guys. I know you're fed up with me. I'm sorry. Bab, do you think there might be a version of Walmart in GTA 6? I'm not too sure, man. I'm not too big into that stuff. I know this exact location. Except I don't recall seeing this. You know, that little part there. I don't recall that, but I do know this 100%. If you guys have played the mission Chop, you run through the bus stop, which is up here. Right, this is the bus stop. I believe so. So he runs up this way. There's a building, obviously, here that must be partially under a bridge. I think we'll whack that timer down here. A little bit further back. Probably a bit further back. Nice. Very, very, very nice on that one. How many meters was that? 1 meter away. We're going for a perfect game, pretty much. Except for that one. I messed up badly by 15 meters. But, you know, this is a mission where Franklin chases, what's that guy's name? I can't remember, but Chop goes running after him. Goes up this way, onto the tracks, comes out of the tracks, and then Chop starts, you know, shagging the other dog. At least another 2 hours. Alright. I reckon we'll wrap this game up. Close out the stream. And I'm going to hang out with a bit of Savvy over here. I swear Bav has a photographic memory. Fucking Rain Man over here. Dude, I'm pretty good at it, alright? And the reason I'm so, like, in the know with this stuff is not just me playing the game. It's also me being a GTA photographer back in the day. Trying to find cool spots, locations, and all that. So I get it. I understand the uniqueness of it. Then it's going to throw a curveball at me like this, and I got no clue. It's in the middle of a barn. We got some water down here. What comes to mind with this is this area here, but I'm not seeing a barn. Like, you got this thing here, but then there's water in a barn. I think this is going to be the one you guys get me with. And seeing a lot of greenery makes me think that it is still lower in the map, like it's not too high up. I know up near the lighthouse, there's this place here that does have barn doors, but it's very dry out here. So I don't think it's this place. So that would lead me to believe somewhere down this way. But again, barn doors and then a bit of water. That's very, very difficult. What's everyone going? 428, 7. Not bad, not bad. I'm nervous now because I'm going to let you guys down with this one. There is a little shack in here, but again, we're kind of in a bunch of mountains, so I'm not going to be able to hit it. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'm not seeing a barn door, but this place here, because that is an enclosed bridge, maybe there's a little gap that you can see through there, because then that kind of makes sense. Let's just put it down. It makes sense because I would be seeing a mountainside here, but I feel like it's the wrong mountainside. Let's see. There you go. That was it. 14 meters. That was it. Not bad. Not bad. I thought it was barn doors, but that makes total sense. Mount Chiliad, McFarlane's Ranch, says Blood Rainer. All right, that wasn't too bad. What's the score on that? Almost a near perfect game. Almost a near perfect game. Fox says, Bav, you had it. Not bad, not bad. Look at the score on me. Last game. Whoever's on Sav's account is actually really good. Good competition there with that one. Elliot, not too bad at the game as well. Terry Fox. Terry Fox, brother, you let us all down. Nah, that's all good. Thanks so much for playing that game with me, guys. Let's switch back over to the GTA footage. Gonna close out of this now. If any of you guys want to keep playing, absolutely go for it. Start to get some practice in before the next stream, because I will 100% be playing that again with you guys. But anyways, let's close out this stream. It has been a very, very good stream. I just want to go back through the donations that we got today, because you guys absolutely killed it. Kosha, if you're still listening, thank you very much for becoming a member of the channel and donating. How many donations was it total? 1, 2, 3. I think it was 3 donations that you dropped, but they are massive donations, so thank you very much. Don as well, Don Yaska Perry, if you're still floating about. We got 1, 2, 3 from you as well, and then the gifted membership. So boys, you guys have absolutely killed it. Leon has also become a member of the channel. Midnight Vice dropped a couple donations as well. Dark Mayhem, thank you as well. Leon as well with $4.99 in here. And I think that's everyone that has donated. So guys, thank you again for all the donations. No one needs to donate a single thing to watch these streams, all right? They are free, but of course it does support the channel and me out massively, and I always appreciate it. So if anyone wants to know what time I'm going live tomorrow, we are looking at, what is the next stream? It's the Hopium stream, Friday morning at 8 AM Eastern time. So if anyone wants to take a screenshot of this or join the Discord server, it should be in the description, so that you guys can join me on the next stream. If you guys can't make it, completely understand. And I will probably be seeing you guys on the Sunday stream at 9 PM when, you know, it's streaming at this time again. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of the stream. Thank you guys. I will see you in the next one. Take care.